Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we got an old friend out today. We got the lady in the box. And we have the lady in the box out because we're going to be comparing the lady in the box to the Garmin, to the Athelon, and we're going to be shooting a known load. We're going to be shooting 54.5 grains of Retumbo, pushing the 156 grain Burger hybrid. And we're going to see how the three of these work together. So maybe if Garmin's watching or listening, they'll hear how it sounds when a chronograph has a voice. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. And after a disastrous run with the 1892 Winchester, we are back to a 5/8 inch dot on a piece of cardboard. And we're going to be shooting the 6.5 PRC with 54.5 grains of Retumbo, 156 grain Burger. We're going to test the Garmin against the Athlon and confirm against the lady in the box. I've got the target camera set up in the shade. Hopefully it's going to be not at too weird of an angle for the to catch the shots, and we will get this running and we'll hoof it back to the firing line and get shooting. I haven't decided if I'm going to run 5 rounds or 10 rounds. We'll see. I don't have a 5-round magazine, so I'll have to reload if I decide to go 10. We'll bring you back when we get to the firing line. Okay, let me get the chronographs set up. Wants me to enter. Whoop. Oh, it's not a 175. Well, not going to worry about it. I did not read any directions on the Athlon. Okay, Athlon set up, Garmin set up. Lady in the box is set up. Get me a shot of accuracy juice out of my new accuracy juice mug. Thank you, Izzy. Okay. Ears in, eyes on, cameras are running. Should be a lot easier to remember to remove the chamber flag. 5 rounds in, centered over the chronograph. Let's see what we get. $2,610. 2,610 is what the lady in the box tells me. I got to find a better place for the Athlon. We're going to try it right there. The Athlon is telling me 2657, and the Garmin is telling me 2621. Yeah, I don't think I can catch these like I can the other one. Okay. It's nice to hear from the lady in the box again. $2,623. 2623. Garmin tells me 2636. Athlon's telling me 2654.9.
2630.
2630 by the lady in the box. 2644.4 by Garmin. 2653.9 on the Athlon. That almost felt like a short stroke, but we're going to run with it.
$2,647.
2647 by the lady in the box. 2662.6 by the Garmin. 2688.3 on the Athelon.
$2,650.
2650, lady in the box. 2668.3 for the Garmin. 2685.4 for the Athlon. I think we'll go ahead and make it a 10-round group. Okay, we're loaded up with another 5 rounds. Let's see what we get. Centered over the chronograph.
$2,632.
2632 on the lady in the box. 2653.1 on the Garmin. And the Athlon 2677.2. The Athlon is running consistently faster, or showing consistently faster than either of the other two.
$2,631.
2631. Garmin says 2649.2. Athlon says 2657.2.
$2,632.
2632, lady in the box. 2656.4 for the Garmin. 2669.9 for the Athlon.
$2,609.
2609. Garmin says 2639.1. And the Athlon says 2655.5. Final shot.
$2,605.
2605. 2639.1 on the Garmin. 2668.3 on the Athlon. So, for whatever reason, I set the lady in the box up to be remote rather than to just run the data, so I didn't get my extreme spread or standard deviation. It only gave me the shot list. It's been a while since I've used the lady in the box. But Garmin tells me Our 10-shot average was 2647.0 with an extreme spread of 46.5 and a standard deviation of 13.1. Athlon says our 10-shot average, this screen's a little bit harder to read, was 2666.8. And it gives us a max of 2688.3, a minimum of 2653.9. And I don't know. Oh, our standard deviation says was 12.5, and our extreme spread was 34.4. So they're running about... Okay, so yeah, the average was 2666.8 on the Athlon versus 2647 on the Garmin. I don't know where either of them are actually picking the shot up at, but there's about a 20 foot per average difference there. And Garmin gives us about 20 foot per average more than the lady in the box. So I say they're close. I give Garmin the plus on the size because it's a little bit smaller than the Athlon. I give the Athlon kudos on their little mini stand because it seems to be made out of aluminum, whereas the Garmin's made out of plastic. Screen sizes appear to be about the same. I guess once you get used to it, the layout on the Athlon's easy enough to read. But let me run down, go get that target, and see how bad that group looks. And the Athelon comes in a very nice form-fitted case, a little hard-sided case. That's something that the Garmin didn't come with, and for the price it really should have. Thankfully, one of my viewers sent me a hard case. Thank you, Jeff. That carries my Garmin just fine. But the Athlon comes in a fitted hard side case. And my second camera I've been running on my Sunway Photo 4030 CSI tripod with my Sunway Photo tack table, and that's what's giving us a second view. Sunway Photo's a affiliate to the channel, sponsor to the channel. Feel free to check out their link in the description below for 5% off of the merchandise using my code. Alrighty, so now for starters, I really wasn't shooting for a group. I'll show you the brass when we get back there. It was mixed brass with mixed primers, so it's actually a pretty accurate representation. I shot it fairly quick. I really didn't set up my shots. Overall group was 1.18 inches. Had one go high, had one go wide right. Take those two out, and the rest of the 8 shots fell in a .689. These two could have been because of the mixed brass. They could have been because of the mixed primers. Either way, I'm not grossly disappointed. This was a test of the Garmin versus the Athlon and breaking out the lady in the box. Not a test of my shooting ability. But I still got to measure it out. That's the way it goes. The Athlon's very much like the Garmin. It reads a little bit faster than the Garmin. Garmin reads a little bit faster than the lady in the box. I suspect, well, the lady in the box is 16 feet out. The Garmin is probably reading a little bit closer, and the Athlon may be reading a little bit closer still. I'm not going to worry about it. The Garmin to the Athlon are close. The Garmin to the lady in the box aren't close. The Athlon to the lady in the box aren't close. The Garmin to the lady in the box are close. They're like 20 feet off, and then the Garmin and the Athlon are 20 feet apart. But the Athlon and the lady in the box are like 40 feet, 50 feet apart, something like that. Interesting test. I will recharge the Athelon Rangecraft and get it back to my shooting buddy. Alrighty, let's get our chamber flag in now that all that's ready to go. There we go. Wow. Toasty warm day today. I forgot how challenging, no, I'm not really challenging, but how much extra care you have to have shooting through a chrono. I've gotten spoiled with my Garmin, just being able to either throw it on the table, put it in a tripod, mount it on the Arca rail, and just go with it. Forgot that I've got uprights. I've got to be centered over the chronograph itself to make sure the bullets are going over the sensors. It's a little bit of work putting it through a chronograph. Don't get me wrong, I like the lady in the box. It was nice to hear her talking again. And Garmin, I know I've emailed you to ask you about it, and I know others have called you to ask about it. Hey Garmin, give the Hero a voice. Let us connect to it with our phone so we can get the data without having to break our eyes off our reticle or break our cheek weld to take a look. You know, I had to do it today because I had chronographs all around. The lady in the box was talking to me. I didn't have to move for her, but for the Garmin, I had to move my head to take a look to the right to see what I had, and then look back to the left for the Athlon. So give the Hero a voice. For the money, can't go wrong with the Athlon. Since it's my buddy's, I really can't go wrong with it because, well, it ain't mine, just as long as I don't break it, right? I still think the Garmin's a better unit. I think it's made better. It's a possibility that the display on the Athlon isn't that clear because it still has the protective film on it. It's not mine, so I'm not going to remove it. But I find the Garmin easier to read. I suppose once you get used to the Athlon, it's just fine. Nothing wrong with the unit. Everybody should have a chronograph of some sort. Alrighty. So it is a toasty warm day today. The rifle's cooling off quickly. I need to put these 10 rounds in the book and see how close we are to the next scoping and cleaning on this one. Got to be getting close. I think we're a little over 900 rounds now. So, appreciate y'all hanging with me. Hope y'all like this. Just a quickie. 10 rounds, testing the chronographs. Thanks for hanging with me. As always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. If you're in a constitutional carry state, get a CCW anyways. You never know, you might travel. And it's getting crazy out there right now. Apparently there's protests and demonstrations or whatever going on in 2,500 cities around the country. Some of them are pretty rough. I know the guys in LA, LAPD, CHP, Border Patrol, BORTAC units, FBI, whoever else is out there playing, the ICE team, they got their hands full. And I know some of the states in the South, some of these people tried that, and they're finding out they ain't in California. Love it. Oh well. Again, thanks for hanging with me. I really appreciate it. We're over 5,400 subscribers and climbing. Thank you so much, each and every one of y'all. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And as always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.